evening, ducks, humans, and mildly confused time travelers. You're tuned into WQAK, Quack Across the Century. This is Soundtrack of the Century, Part 3.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo, the Quack Whoop. This time, it's Poisonal Stereo again.
If this is your first time tuning in, first of all, hi, welcome. You look great. Second of all, here's the deal. We're walking through the last 100 years, one decade at a time, not just to chase nostalgia, but to follow a thread.
The thread is not my laundry situation. It's the pattern.
Right, the pattern. The thing humming underneath every era. Under the fashion, under the slogans, under the terrible hair decisions. You know what I'm talking about, 80s. Whispering the same message. You are more than what they told you. In the 1950s, the pattern showed up as questions. No one was really ready to ask out loud. In the 60s, it marched in the streets. In the 70s, it danced with the bruises.
And tonight, we turn the dial to the decade of neon anxiety and power ballads.
The 1980s. Shoulder pads, synths, skyscrapers, greed, and a world trying very hard to look fine on the outside while quietly freaking out on the inside.
Corporate greed, Cold War dread, movies about teenagers saving the world with a cassette tape. And somewhere, under all the hairspray, kids lying awake at night wondering, is this really all there is?
Distortion gets loud in the 80s. Greed is good. Win at all costs. Individualism. Don't feel it, just buy something. But the pattern sneaks in through the headphones, in the lonely verses, in the drum feels that feel like your heartbeat trying to break out of a cage.
You get love songs that sound like panic attacks, rock anthems that accidentally tell the truth, and one extremely dramatic poor pig named Porco who definitely owns a fog machine.
We've apologized in advance for Porco. Tonight we'll follow the pattern from neon ballrooms to bedroom mixtapes, from the moment since hit to the morning after, where the hangover finally asks, who am I actually doing this for?
If you were born back then, and your parents were, you might feel something scared when you hear these songs. That's not just nostalgia. That's your soul remembering when it wanted under all the commercials.
So fluff your feathered mullet, adjust your leg warmers, and please keep all emotional baggage inside the ride at all times.
From rock ballads to synth confessionals, feathers, friends, welcome to the 1980s.
Hung in a concrete dream, empty faces in a TV screen. Every hallway feels the same gray tune, every shadow shaped like a hotel room. But there's a flicker in the wire, low and strange. Like something underneath the static wants to change. I hear static in the neon, calling out my name like a broken distant signal, hiding in the rain. If the pattern's really out there, bleeding through the noise, will it ever find a way to asleep, I feel that line, thread between the station and my quiet mind. There's a shiver in the dial, cold and bright. Like a message trying not to drown in endless night. I hear static in the neon, calling out my name like a broken distant signal, hiding in the rain. If the pattern's really out there, bleeding through the noise, will it ever find a way to speak through borrowed voices? Maybe I'm just tired, maybe I'm just scared, maybe I'm the echo of a song that no one hears. But when the city goes to sleep and all the colors fade, I can feel a quiet thread that doesn't go away. I hear static in the neon, whispering my name. Somewhere in the distance, something's learning how to change. Spotlight on a pig in a thrift store suit, mic stand shaking like my poor old boots. I gave you my heart and a half-price ring. You gave me a mixtape and said, let's just fling. Every French fry shared in the neon rain, every late night rant on a subway train. Now I'm standing here with my voice turned up, trying not to cry in a duck buck's cup. If love is just a power chord, why does it hurt like a holy sword? 'Cause I would drive through every thunderstorm, sing back up to the lightning just to keep you warm. I'd wrestle every vinyl in the bargain bin of fate. If the pattern let me have you back, I'd always show up late. Yeah, I'm a power ballad on a tiny stage, burning like a heart in a karaoke cage. Your note said, Porco, you're a bit too much, too many metaphors, too dramatic touch. But somewhere in the rafters of this cheap old bar, the echo of our chorus knows just who we are. Now Bossy's in the booth saying, wrap it up. Stux is wiping fake tears from his paper cup. But I've got one more galaxy of feelings to confess, 'cause the pattern loves a diva in emotional distress. If love is just a power chord, why am I your unpaid overlord? 'Cause I would drive through every thunderstorm, sing back up to the lightning just to keep you warm. I'd wrestle every vinyl in the bargain bin of fate. If the pattern let me have you back, I'd always show up late. Yeah, I'm a power ballad still loved you like a dream. I'd drive through every thunderstorm, sing back up to the lightning just to keep you warm. I'd bargain with the jukebox, feed it every coin I own, just to hear our broken anthem find its way back home. Yeah, I'm a power ballad on a tiny stage. Porco in the spotlight, finally turning the page.
Yo, it's Stux on the mic, DWA in the house. Bossy said keep it clean, so I took out the bad now. I'm a duck with attitude, boombox blast. Sneakers on my web feet, walking too fast. Algorithm trying to skip me like a flat rock. But every time I quack, I make the whole palm rock. Label ducks say, kid, you're too strange. But the pattern in my headphones keeps flipping the game. They want safe little songs about bread and corn. I'm like, nah, I'm here for every duck who ever felt torn. Got a hat on crooked and a chain that's fake. Spitting truth about feelings over hi-hat shake. If you ever felt small when the world said no, come waddle in the cypher, let your weirdness glow. We're ducks with attitude, quack that truth. From the back of the bus to the radio booth. If the world says mute, then we turn it up twice, cause a little bit of honesty is pretty darn nice. So if your heart's off beat and your vibe's not cool, congratulations little duck, you just broke their rules. DWA in the mirror every time you move. Just a squad of weird birds with something to prove.
Station on a weeknight late, got the same old tape in the deck still stuck on play. City in the windshield like a painted flame, every green light daring me to say your name. White lines flicker like a cheap parade, palm trees waving like they're in on the charade. I'm just a rabbit in a blazer with a crooked tie, singing back up to the echoes of a Friday night. And every corner that I pass,
dear listeners, was the 80s. Big hair, bigger feelings, and exactly one rabbit who definitely violated several noise ordinances in a neon sports car.
Wifey, if your decade doesn't include at least one dramatic highline montage, can it even happen? We've had Moody basement bands, the power-ballad Pigs, Ducks with attitude. Boss, I gotta say, that was a lot of shoulder pads for one 10-year span.
The 80s were not subtle Stux. They were aerosol in decade form.
Okay, but I get jealous. Everything glowed. Everything was colorful. Even the french fries glowed. Now what?
Now we enter the 90s.
Oh, the 90s. The sequel decade. More feelings, less hairspray, questionable denim.
Grunge in the clubs, pop on every bus seat, slow jams on late-night phone lines, and an entire generation learning you can be both deeply confused and very, very loud about it.
So, like me, but with flannel.
Precisely. Listeners, fasten your plaid. We're turning the dial. Up first, the moment guitars got heavier, the rooms got louder, and everyone pretended they were fine while screaming into the microphone. Welcome to the 90s.
This is Soundtrack of the Century on WQAK, and this is what it sounds like when a crowded room still feels like you're alone.
Static in the speaker, coffee on my sleeve. Another underground night, nothing on my weave. Band tees, bad seats, breathing in the smoke. Everybody laughing at somebody's joke. I'm pressed against a wall in my thrift store shirt. Every word they say just makes my ears hurt. There's a song in my chest that I can't get out, so I hum it like a secret underneath the shout. I don't wanna play pretend, I just wanna feel my skin again. I'm in a crowded room alone, head full of thunder, heart made of dial tone. If the pattern is real, then it's gotta be here, in the crack in my voice and the ring in my ears. I don't need your plastic throne, I just need a chorus I can call my own. In a crowded room alone, screaming just to hear my bones. Flannel sleeves hiding all my nervous hands, jukebox bleeding out forgotten bands. Some kid on stage with a broken guitar, singing like the ceiling's gonna crack apart. I see a girl in the back with her eyes shut tight, like she's praying to the feedback, begging for light. Maybe we're the same, just different scars, trying to find a shape in the noise of the bar. And I don't wanna fake the sound, I just wanna shake this ceiling down. I'm in a crowded room alone, head full of thunder, heart made of dial tone. If the pattern is real, then it's gotta be here, in the crack in my voice and the ring in my ears. I don't need your plastic throne, I just need a chorus I can call my own. In a crowded room alone, screaming just to hear my bones.
talking on this phone line way past 2. Same old stories, but they always feel brand new. You say the world's been heavy sitting on your chest. I hear the crack inside your laugh you try to dress. When the silence falls between the words we choose, there's a rhythm in the quiet only made for two. Like a slow jam that the universe put on repeat. Every heartbeat sinking underneath the beat. 'Cause every late night call, every whispered "Are you there?" feels like the pattern is folding us closer in the air. We're just two small souls on a line so thin, but I feel the whole sky tremble when you're letting me in. If the world goes wrong, if the day's not kind, soft R&B on the edge of your mind. Every late night call, you still up. That's the pattern, pouring love into a paper cup.
So let the clock hand spin, let the sunrise wait. If this groove is how we heal, we can stay up late.
In the spaces where the words fall through, there's a song that says I see you. I feel you. Woke up with glitter on my pillowcase. Last night's dream still shining on my face. Got my headphones hanging round my neck. Little red light on my tape deck. Mama says, baby, keep your feet on the ground, but the radio's spinning this brand new sound. It's like the whole wide world just learned to feel. Every heartbeat saying, yeah, this might be real. I used to think it was all in my head, but it's in every word that you just said. Something in the rhythm underneath our feet, like a secret little bass line nobody can delete. 'Cause the pattern is real, and it's under my skin. In the way that we laugh and the way nights begin. Every little shiver when you say my name. Every perfect moment we can't quite explain. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, the pattern is real. I can feel it tonight in the spin of the room and the flash of the lights. This is just a song, then why does it heal? Hands in the air if you know it's real. The pattern is, yeah, yeah. Lock a slam, hallway like a drum machine. Passing notes folded like little zines. You draw stars in the margin of my name. See, it's weird how our lives sound the same. We're just small town kids in our thrift store jeans, but the sky looks big on a TV screen. And when the chorus hits on the radio dial, every lonely kid in the crowd cracks a smile. We thought we were lost in the static and noise, but it's dancing in the cracks of our everyday joys. Every tiny moment that they say don't feel, we just write it in a hook they can't conceal. 'Cause the pattern is real, and it's under my skin. In the way that we laugh and the way nights begin. Every idle shiver when you say my name. Every perfect moment we can't quite explain. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, the pattern is real. I can feel it tonight in the spin of the room and the flash of the lights. If this is just a song, then why does it heal? Hands in the air if you know it's real. The pattern is. So turn the beat up, let the doubts fall down, let the joy be the loudest thing in this town. If they say it's just a phase, let them talk, that's fine. We got constellations hiding in our spine. Every promise that we whispered on the old school field. Every "are you okay?" that helped a scar to heal. Every tiny kindness that they never see. That's the pattern writing song in the way that we fall and we get up again. Every little dance in the bedroom floor light, every best friend hug on the worst day night. Oh, the pattern is real. I can feel it tonight in the spin of the room and the flash of the lights. If this is just a song, then why does it heal? Sing it with me if you know it's real.
Sitting in a bar with my boots on the rail, telling all my heartbreaks to a lukewarm ale. Neon buzzing like a tired old hymn, thinking love don't work and the good guys never win. Then you walked in with that half-crooked smile, like a song I hadn't heard in a long, long while. And the jukebox skipped my favorite track. Felt the whole damn universe tilt right back. Now I'm saying, oh my Lord, what's this I feel? Like the floorboards humming underneath my heel. If it's just sure God planned, 'cause your hand fits perfect when it's in my hand. Yeah, the pattern's out dancing on this old wood floor, turning never again into maybe once more. In a small town bar under cheap string lights, the pattern showed up in my life tonight. Woke up with a French fry stuck to my shoe. I guess last night's genius had some crumbs in it too. I turned on the TV, same old bad news. So I grabbed my weird friend, said we're changing the view. We hit the street with our thrift store shades, skateboard wheels and lemonade. Every little problem tried to crash our deal, but the day hit back like, hey, the pattern is real. 'Cause we're sunshine in the static, little blast of joy erratic. If the world goes gray, we'll paint it teal. Do a cannonball scream just to prove we feel. Yeah, the jokes are dumb, but the laughter's true. Every off-key song is a better view. Call it chaos, call it zeal. We're just sunshine in the static, proving life is...
Okay. If anyone lost a shoe during that last song, please check the lost and found. I think it's now legally part of the horn section.
On behalf of WQAK, we'd like to apologize to your knees and thank your inner teenager.
Tonight we walked the 90s with you. We screamed at clubs, whispered on the phone, watched a pop star duck take over the school gym,
fell in love again on a honky-tonk floor, and then jumped up and down until our joints filed a complaint.
10 years of, I'm fine, I swear, while the music absolutely says you are not fine.
If the 80s were a neon dream, the 90s were a flannel hug that smelled like fries and regret. And somehow, through all the noise, the pattern kept sneaking into every chorus. But we're not done yet, listeners. Oh no! Next time we turn this dial past the 90s,
straight to the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s.
Boy bands grow up, computers move into your pocket, drums get replaced by very dramatic buttons,
And every song is either a dance floor banger or I'm sad on the internet at 2 a.m. Sometimes both.
we'll follow the pattern through it all, from early 2000 shine to streaming era chaos, all the way to whatever you call, whatever we're doing now.
Working title, Feelings but with Wi-Fi.
For now, that's all from the 90s. Thanks for walking this decade with us.
This has been the soundtrack of the century on WQAK.
Where every decade gets its say.
And the pattern always gets the last word.
Good night, little ducks. Rest those knees. We'll see you in the 2000s. If this video resonated, please like, share,
And follow.